All right, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another stream here at New to Retro Reviews. And you're probably wondering, why the hell is he streaming at almost 4 o'clock in the morning? Well, I can't sleep. And I still feel like crap, kinda. I really shouldn't be pushing this, but I should be resting a lot more. But that's all I've been doing these last couple days. But I've got a busy schedule ahead of me this week. Or sorry, for the rest of the week, I should say. I think I mentioned it last night. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. Okay. I mentioned it earlier that I will have some special guests here this week doing photos with me. If you guys saw Resurrection, a Biohazard story, we're going to have Jill Valentine herself here at my house. She and I are going to be doing photos, which we're really excited about because we're doing a couple different Jill sets. We're going to do Celine from Underworld, and then on Saturday we're doing Tomb Raider. So we're doing Lara Croft. So that's going to be fun. We got something really cool planned for that one, too. We're really stoked about this. So, yeah, thank you all for coming in. I know there's not a lot of people here right now because it is, 4 in the morning almost, and a lot of people I know don't really, they're usually asleep by now. Or one of my streams are just kind of ending for the most part. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. Yeah. So, but yeah, so, I just wanted to stream today because I don't know for obviously Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, I can't stream. Sunday, though, I will try. I have a friend coming in from out of state. And they're having a concert, and so I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go to that. I was originally supposed to do photos, but the venue wouldn't do it because we asked too last minute. So, yeah. Oh man, but yeah, so we're gonna try to do what we can. Like I said, depending on when I get back on Sunday night, we'll stream something. But either way, whatever happens there, we'll be back to our normal schedule next week. So. Hopefully you guys are doing good tonight, or I should say this morning. I know more people will pile in. There's that weird crowd, I guess, sometimes like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, where you're getting your fans from like other countries that are ahead of you in the time zone. And that happened a lot on the Road Twitch. We had a lot of people tuning in for streams when I was streaming at 3 in the morning till 8 in the morning and stuff. So I definitely got to get back streaming over at the Road Twitch and everything. As soon as I just nail down a perfect day and what I want to do there, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, not being able to sleep sucks, but hey, at least I get to come here and stream with you guys. So, and yo, Megan, what's going on? And Brandon Salisbury, what's going on, dude? How we doing, man? I forgot you're a night owl because you do night stuff. So yeah, welcome in, dude. Really excited for the stuff that we got coming, man. Oh, I can't wait for the announcement. People are gonna lose their minds. Oh man. All right, let me move this over a little bit. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so but yeah, no, I just said, you know what, get back to my Back to Basics series where I played the original trilogy and of course Code Veronica before, obviously Resident Evil 4 came out, to talk about these games. I started this before 9 came out because I wanted to, play these games and get people to understand, hey, tank control games are actually really fun. You just gotta spend a little time getting to learn them, and then you're in the zone. You'll be fine. Some people couldn't. I've seen some people talk about it. They said, "Hey, I tried. I couldn't do it." But I understand why people really love these older games, and that's kind of what a lot of us just want. We want people to understand that stuff. So we'll hopefully people will start. I mean, I have been seeing a lot more people that are younger getting into the series, that they're in their 20s, their bios on Twitter, because they're talking about playing the games for the first time. So I'll check their bios, see, what age they're at about starting this. And, some of them are 20, 21, 22. And I think that's great because they said that they grew up playing the remakes, but they really wanted to try the older games. And now that a lot of those games are easily available on modern platforms like Steam and PS5. Yeah, I know the Steam versions aren't that great. I've heard it before. People got mad at me for being happy about those games being released on Steam. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited that people are coming into this and trying new things. So, and yeah, I'm trying to do better, dude. I'm trying to fully recover. I'm still not 100% and everything. Definitely feel better than I had. That's for sure. After everything that was going on and stuff, but yeah, so, but yeah, we'll try to get some streaming tonight. Code Veronica's a hard one to go through, honestly, because this is a game that takes me a long time to complete, because I've played a lot of Code Veronica, but I've not beaten it a bunch of times. Like, years ago on the Dreamcast I did, because it was a new Resident Evil game on the Dreamcast. I had to fucking play it. But I never really, like, remembered where everything was and where to go and what to do, as much as I do the original 3. So, Code Veronica is a little bit different. It'll take a little bit longer. I mean, it takes a little bit longer to get through anyway. So, we'll, see how that goes. But, yeah, let's start it up then, shall we? It actually just, it's going to turn 4 o'clock in a second here. So, let's get this show on the road. Ooh, okay. I do have this, don't I? Okay, there it is. I was gonna be like, I know I got Code Veronica on right here. Yeah. All right, wait a second. Okay. I plug that in. All right. All right, let's turn this over. Oop.
I am Alexia Asper.
Okay. All right, sorry for blowing everybody's eardrums out of whack there. Whew. All right. Love that shirt. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's man. It's one of my favorites from Resident Evil 3 back in the day, when it was like one of the original guides and he was on there and shit, and I always remembered that one. It was a very different ad and stuff. So all right, so let's see here. All right, so all right, so oh, it's doing that bullshit thing again. There we go. All right, let me know if the game's audio needs to get turned down, guys, okay? God damn it, I fucking hate this shit. All right, hold on a sec. Let me switch something here. All right, we're looking at there we go. Ho! My life got flipped, turned upside down. What the? Oh, hell no. What is this?
I am Alexia Asper.
Why is it doing this bullshit? There we go. Oh. There we go. All right, fixing that. That still don't look right. My controller's not working either. Well, we're gonna have to. I feel like I'm on a roast stream where everything's going wrong. Yo, PlayStation 9, what's going on, man? I shaved my beard down. Now we look even more like. Wait, what? You shaved it down? Why? Midlife crisis? What's happening, man? Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to figure. All right, this looks right now. Yeah, this looks about right. So the game. Oh wait, no, it actually fucking doesn't. There we go. Okay. The sound is good. Excellent. Oh, for fuck's sake! Why does it?
I am Alexia Asher.
Pretty sure this is all connected, right? Okay, there we go. All right, we still got one small problem here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Battle game. Wait, do I have data on this? Like, did I save from this playing before? That's right. Wait, I think I did play this a while back. Oh, I must have. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
Resident Evil.
Okay, Chris at the airport. No data. Okay. I always loved how Wesker's face was in the back there. That was always a nice touch by these guys. All right. New game. Wow, 20. This game is 26 years old. That's insane.
The American Midwestern town, Raccoon City, has been completely decimated due to the T-virus outbreak that was instigated by the international corporation Umbrella. Claire Redfield, who arrived in Raccoon City to search for her lost brother Chris, and a rookie police officer, Leon S. Kennedy, managed to escape from the city. But their ordeal was only a prelude of things to come.
Dun, dun, dun.
3 months later.
I heard the SpongeBob voice. 3 hours later.
Your identification number is WKD 4496. Welcome to your new home.
I swear to God, that's
Her name is Claire Redfield.
the guy who
We
said
found
that.
her
That's the guy who
trespassing
voices
in our
Wesker in
facility
this,
10
Richard
days
Waugh.
ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield, one of the surviving members of RPD's famous STARS teams.
God, this part back then, man. Woo. This was amazing seeing on the Dreamcast back then. I struggled with this game because it was really difficult compared to other Resident Evil games, but it was amazing. It's just funny that she does all this shit. You guys got to remember, she's like 19, 20 years old when this is happening. Like, I know she's Chris's sister and all, but still. Like, Capcom, please make our female characters like this in Resident Evil badass again. Please. Like, just bring them back and do cool shit like this. I always remembered, I was just like, I never noticed when I was younger that the gun, her gun was empty. Never knew that. The other thing I hate about this game is it's incredibly fucking dark. Not like in tone, but like in actual like video. So playing with sunglasses on with this game is not the easiest. Yeah, I remember, I remember this scene creeping me the fuck out. Because you know, this game, obviously, how old was I in 2000? Let's see, I was 8. I was, yeah, 8 or 9. 8. Right. 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. So I was about 13, 14 years old when this game came out, right? And, I was still getting scared shitless by these games. Now, a lot of people know, and a lot of people don't know, I actually don't handle horror movies that well, or get handled being scared very easily. So back then, I always ask my buddy Josh, who lived across the street. I'd be like, yeah, dude, like, come over, let's play some Code Veronica. We were always doing that with Resident Evil because him and I grew up playing Resident Evil together more than anybody else in the neighborhood. My buddy Joey was there for a few of the games and later games on the GameCube. Corey was there, especially for the GameCube stuff as well.
Go on. Get out of here. This place is finished. I don't know, it might have been a special forces team. But in any case, this
I forgot that the sound is weird in this game.
What are you saying?
You're free to leave the complex. But you may as well know you have no chance of getting off this island.
And what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me.
Like, this was something that blew my mind watching their mouths move the first time, really. Because, obviously, that was only a thing in cutscenes. And, yeah, these are kind of considered cutscenes and everything, of course. But, you know, very different. But I remember a lot of people back in the day saying things like, Resident Evil started stop being scary like when like 2 and 3 were like being a thing, and in many ways, yeah, it does make sense. You know, those games were Resident Evil 1 was pure horror. 2 still had like I'd say 2 still has like 90% horror in it, right? 10% a little bit of an action, but still a lot about the first one. 3, I'd say 3 has like 75, close to 80% of the same vibe. It's just a little bit more action oriented because of how aggressive the nemesis is, you know? So to me, that's where I'm getting at with that. But when this game came out and everybody was just complaining, I'm just like, nah, man, like, did you play this game? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, first off, look at the lighting here. Like, look at this stuff. This was great, man. We've got environments that move with us. Like, fixed camera angles are still a thing, but, like, now the camera's panning with us as we're going down hallways. You know, a lot of people don't really talk about that much or praise it, but I think this was a natural evolution for Resident Evil in a lot of ways. And this is, like, terrifying still to this day to me. Again, yeah, I'm easily scared, but still. This was something that for, you know, a lot of people was insane because for me, like I said, this game scared the crap out of me and still does because this game kind of, I feel, focuses back more on Resident Evil 1 style of games than 2. Than the others. I think it's a step back and not like in a bad way or anything like that, you know? This and Outbreak feels like the last proper RE before RE4 came out. Yeah, well, I mean, technically, didn't Outbreak come out first on PS2? Or was that like a year later? Because 2005 was RE4. Outbreak was 2003, I think. Hold on. Resident Evil Outbreak. 2003. 2003 was Outbreak. And in 2004, File 2 was released. But I get what you're saying. It's like, dude, why are you afraid? You went through a full city of monsters. Like, this should be nothing for you. Like, she just kind of let them get up, you know? Go, 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 go! Ah, shit. The music is fucking bone-chilling in this, too. Like, it's got that excellent build-up, you know? And you just, like, you feel that, like, that spine-tingling, hair-raising moment. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, don't shoot.
Who are you?
Huh? You're not a zombie.
No
Wait.
shit.
Wait right there. I'm coming over. Sorry about that little misunderstanding, but I thought you were another one of those monsters.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Relax, beautiful. I said I was sorry. My name's Steve.
Story.
I was a prisoner on this island. And I'm guessing you're not from Umbrella either.
No, I'm Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire? Nice. I'll remember that. Hey, I hear there's an airport around here. And once I find it, I can finally escape from this crazy island. I'll see ya.
Hey, wait up!
I don't want you following me, lady. You'll only slow me down.
Oh yeah, Darkside Chronicles. He's fucking amazing. Everybody talks about how annoying Steve is and everything, and I'm like, well, he is like a 17-year-old kid, like thrown into a situation. Like, what the fuck you want? You know? Shit. Ah, bitch! I forgot there's an auto lock on this. I think there's handgun stuff here somewhere. There it is. But yeah, Darkside Chronicles Steve is fucking goated, man. He's great. Sam Riegel did an amazing job as him. I think the writing for him was good. A lot of people still continue to shit on Darkside Chronicles to this day, and I don't know why. I really don't. If you really want to get technical about its canon, because obviously Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles pissed a lot of people off because of how the representation of certain characters went. And I get that, right? I get it. I understand. Meh. I get it. But if you think about it, Darkside Chronicles, you really only... The only scenario you've got to potentially really deal with is that of Leon and Krauser's story. You can take everything else as non-canon in Darkside Chronicles, right? Give me your shit. Shit. I would love to see either this or Dino Crisis get remade. I love Dino Crisis, so that and that hasn't gotten another early entry since Dino Crisis 3 flop. Yeah. Nope, 100% agree with you. I'm all for it. I remember that scaring the crap out of me when I was a kid, man. I just started running like hell like I am now. And then this part too. Like, again, Code Veronica does fear in a new way. There's a big hole in the wiring netting. There is bloodstains under the eaves. Yeah, it's just a creepy thing that's here, man. Like they do horror so well, especially with the lighting in this game.
Please deposit any metallic items
This-
you have in the security box.
This thing better not make an appearance again. This is one of the things that made so many people hate this game, and I completely understand why. Outside, there are monsters everywhere.
Chris Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Chris Redfield. Is he a relative of yours or something?
You mean my brother?
Ah, your siblings. Well, it seems your brother is under surveillance by Umbrella.
What? I've got to contact Leon and tell him to let my brother know he's being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside connection from here.
Well, that file shows the latitude and longitude of this place. Why don't you send your brother the coordinates and ask him to come help?
Thanks. I'll do that.
Hey, I was just kidding. There's no way he could get here, even if he is your brother.
Yes, he can. I'm sure of it.
No way. He won't come. You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others. Believe me, I know.
I know.
What was that all about?
Hooray. Perfect. So, like, I wanted to mention this. I've been seeing this a lot lately where people continuously talk about how, you know, Chris and Leon are the faces of this series, and some people believe they've always been the faces of this series, which is very, very not true. If you guys were around in the early years of Resident Evil, like I was, like from day one especially, you'll know that Chris was kind of an afterthought for a lot of people. People were always more excited to play as Jill. Because again, playing as a character like Jill Valentine was very different back then because, you know, we're getting more and more female representation in video games. I mean, you know, you could play as, you know, Princess Peach at the time. You could play as her in, you know, Super Mario Kart. You could play as her in Super Mario Brothers 2. You had Samus in the Metroid games, of course. And then, you know, around that time, a little bit later on, Lara Croft came around. Tifa was a badass in Final Fantasy VII, right? And a lot of people just seem to think that, you know, because Leon and Chris were in the older games, they were the main focus. But that was never the truth because, you know, everybody plays Jill in the original RE1, loved her to death. She was essentially the face of Resident Evil at that point. Claire comes in for the second game, and she's a lot like Jill in the sense that she's a different kind of a character, but she picks locks and everything, and she gets really badass weapons, and everybody loved her. She was great, and it was because she had that connection to the character from the first game, Chris. So obviously, when Resident Evil 3 came around, they put Jill in because Jill was extremely recognizable. Around that time too, they were developing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Jill got put in MVC 2 as a playable character, and at the time, the only Resident Evil character, which is strange because by that point, 3 Resident Evil games plus Code Veronica had come out. So it was very strange. And, then Claire got, obviously, this game, which catapulted her popularity even more. People got to remember, Leon's popularity didn't explode. I mean, don't get me wrong. People loved Leon in Resident Evil 2. They did. He was such a cool character, a great character. But it was really more so, it wasn't until RE4 that's where Leon got his focus. That's where it became the Leon franchise, because then not long after, a couple of years after RE4, they had Resident Evil Degeneration. Then Chris came along in 5, and then everybody loves that version of Chris. Steroid jokes aside and everything, people really did truly love what he was doing. So you had stuff like that, which was really cool. And then as the series progressed and went on more, Chris was in them, Leon was in them more, and then obviously Jill and Claire got backseated. Claire ended up in Revelations 2, but that was still more of a Barry game than anything else, and more of a Myra game than a Claire game, if you really want to be kind of on top of things like that. Then, of course, RE7 comes out, Resident Evil 2 comes out. There's a huge, Resident Evil 2 remake happens. There's a huge boom in Leon love right there. Not as much for Claire for some reason. I mean, people still enjoyed Claire, which I was really glad, but it was weird. I was like seeing the reverse that what I saw in 1998, right? And I have no problem with that. I think it's great. And then obviously RE3 happens. Jill gets more of a bump in love, and people start cosplaying her and noticing her and everything. But now here we are all these years later, and both those characters are still MIA, and Capcom doesn't utilize them because everybody's too busy drooling over Leon and stuff. Which, again, you can have these characters in these games. Just make it work, and you can do it with the right people on board. All right, so let's see here. Okay. Gotcha.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
And then, I saw a post that my friend replied with today. She, quote, retweeted it. And, she was talking to people about, it's like, hey, we have had badass female protagonists for years. And even if they weren't the protagonist, we still had them. They were here in these games. And she's right. We had these characters all along. We did. I mean, we had these characters. I just don't think a lot of people do research. That's my thing. Am I going the right way? Right. What the fuck? Yeah. That's some bullshit. I don't know how steroids can make Chris punch boulders unless they gave him gamma rays. I always thought that was kind of funny that that's the reason, like, why, with, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the opening cinematics, they had Chris versus the Hulk. Jesus. Ah! Oh, damn it! I didn't know it. I did not know it came out from underneath the eaves. I didn't think they did that. Oh my god. Oh, come on! I'll say this, Claire takes a lot more damage better in this game than she did in RE2. Ah! Oh, there go my bullets. What the hell? Man, that camera view is whack. Also, I don't know if anybody's been watching. I mean, like, there's been a lot of TV on lately. A lot of good stuff, like Invincible, and then there's things like Daredevil, Born Again, and what do you call it? There, they've also had things like The Boys. But I gotta tell you, man, Daredevil, Born Again's been disappointing. I won't spoil anything for anybody that hasn't really watched it yet.
Any metallic items you have
But I am
in the
not
security
feeling
box.
that show right now. It is not good. I mean, it's good in some ways, but then it just finds ways to disappoint you, man. I mean, honestly, Daredevil's barely been in his own damn show. It's kind of fucked up. Someone actually counted it. I can't remember how much they said, like, out of all the episodes and how much total time he has, but it's not as much as you think he would have, it being his show. 3D scanner. But yeah, I've been watching The Boys, and I gotta tell you, it's been very disappointing. This is the final season. I think we've got 2 to 3 episodes left, essentially 3 hours to kind of wrap stuff up, and it's just like nothing's happening. We've got too much filler, and some of the filler has a point to it, obviously. That's such bullshit that they're standing up. You know, the thing of it is, I don't actually mind the social commentary they're doing because that's kind of the world that they set it up to be. And I don't mind it in that way. Because I think that they're doing it for technically the right, not to make like a political statement, but just showing how bad things can get when you let power and all this stuff and money and corporations run things, you know? I think in that regard, they've done a pretty good job at it. But honestly, I also get it because I hate political shit. I really fucking do. Because everybody's just at each other's throats all the time. So I get it. I do. But it's just like, they're just sitting around talking all the time now. Nothing is happening. Nothing of value is literally happening here, and it's so weird. I mean, like, some of the stuff that was happening and that they were doing in this latest episode made no fucking sense. Like, you could have done something else, and they're not even setting up to a lot of stuff. I mean, like, in the comics, I mean, because I don't know if they're going to do it, but in the comics, there's a big showdown at the White House with Homelander and Butcher, and they've not even shown the White House really at all, from what I remember. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I think Homelander was there like last season, but he's just been at Vought in the tower. You know? This whole season, really. God, I love this spot out here. This is so fucking cool. I always thought this was so badass when I got out here. Also scared the hell out of me, thinking, oh, is the floor gonna give way on me? But I really just hope that at the end of the day, the boys finishes strong. Because, like, I'm still hoping that, like, in the end, I mean, there's got to be, I'm not saying, like, redemption for Butcher, but I really want him to just, like, realize that he's done everything he can, and if he dies by some way, whether it's Homelander or Huey or someone else doing it, like, that he's done what he had to do. You know, he has his regrets, but, you know, you get what I'm trying to say here. Again, I don't know how they're going to handle it, but we'll see. All right, this is telling me something here. Instead of heading straight to the palace, Claire can open the door to the left of the garage gate that leads to the military complex training. Then 3 zombie dogs guard the interior. You can find gun with ammunition. Oh, you can find the bow gun. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, God, yeah. The Walking Dead, Jesus fucking Christ, man. That show just, I don't know what, well, I mean, I do know what happened. They wanted to focus less on zombies and focus on the people. That was what they were trying to do in that. And it's just like, no. People want to see zombies. That's why a lot of people miss, what's his name? Fucking Christ. Frank Darabont. I would have loved to have seen what Frank Darabont's vision for that series would have been if AMC didn't fuck with them as bad as they did. Shot his hat off. Jesus. Ever seen the movie Waxwork? Never heard of it. Damn, she locks onto everything. Holy shit. Okay. Got it. Jesus. Oh shit, they come up here. I forgot about that. Plus, they killed Carl off in the comics. He's badass and a bit of a monster. No, Carl didn't die in the comics. Carl lived, dude. Carl lived. It's Rick that they killed. You know, I feel bad, like, because Robert Kirkman even admitted he hated chopping Rick's arm off like he did in the comics. He hated doing that. He said that was a big mistake. He should never have done it. And then what does the one Walking Dead, the ones we love, do? He fucking chops his hand off. It's like, get the fuck out of here with this stupid decision-making bullshit, man. And I keep seeing all these things online. Oh, Walking Dead reunions happening, getting everybody back together. It's like, no, you're fucking not, dude. How are you gonna make that happen unless it was already in their things? Like, these people are actors. They have to fucking go and you know, act. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he died. And he was pissed. Carl's actor and his parents were like, what the fuck is this? What? You're killing him off? I mean, in some way, I get it. Like, because they wanted to do something a bit different. But Carl was, like, supposed to be a main point in that show. And you could have done... You could have done a time skip, or you didn't have to. You know? Yeah, I think that's important for that one downstairs, right? God, I love this friggin' soundtrack, man. Late 80s horror movie featuring Zach Galligan from Gremlins, but instead of gremlins, they're werewolves, mummies, and vampires. Interesting. But yeah, I don't know about The Walking Dead anymore. I just don't know what is the point of them even trying. Like, I know so many people have, like, checked out of, what do you call it there? Dead City, or whatever it is. People don't even care about that anymore. Okay, did I miss something? But yeah, I just don't know about The Walking Dead anymore. I just don't feel it, it's powerhouse. I'm surprised people still watch it. They really did make it into a soap opera. And I liked Fear the Walking Dead. Those first couple of seasons in that show were really fucking good. I loved those first couple of seasons of that show. Then people say it got ridiculous with the whole nuclear fallout and stuff and the tower stuff. And I was like, nah, I think that was fine. I think it was a little bit different. But like I say, it was like the greatest. But yeah, it ended terribly. Like, people were mad that Morgan was in that show. And like they kind of replaced a lot of the characters. And I'm just like, well, Morgan's a fan favorite and they needed to do something. But then like they killed off like a character that shouldn't have been killed off. So, all right, let's see. Where do I go now? Okay. I don't know. I just think they had the chance to really do something because now with The Walking Dead, here's the big problem with that show now. They killed the CRM. The biggest enemy in all of The Walking Dead, aside from the dead themselves, is gone. The biggest military force on the planet got destroyed by 2 people because of the power of love. Like, get the fuck out of here with that horse shit, man. Like, who writes this shit? Let's see. NTC 0394. It's just so cool seeing this animation. You know what I'm saying? It's so cool. You see her eyes actually moving and shit. It's just nuts. Oh yeah, Andrea was a badass in the comics. In the show, they fucking ruined her. She had multiple chances to kill the governor, knowing everything he was doing was wrong, knowing everything that he was trying to do to her old friends, and she chose dick over friends. You know, it'd be one thing if it was written differently, where you know, where they could have done it where Andrea got left on the farm and she saw everybody like drive away and didn't come back for her. You could have played on that, right? You could have played on that and that would have worked out just fine. You could have had her resent them. You know, like have like the buildup and the tension of that whole second season that she was starting really pay off, and a lot of people just getting fed up with her bullshit and fed up with her antics and all the crap she was doing. You know, because obviously she was going to leave with Shane at some point, right? So that was going to happen, and it didn't. So it just paid off, and she got left behind. And I'm kind of surprised nobody like saw her waving, but you know, whatever whatever, right? It is what it is. But then they just kind of assassinated her character the whole time. It's like, dude, you literally don't do anything here, do you? Like, what the fuck? You know, I'm just like, you botched that character so goddamn bad. You really did. And it was just worse when she found out everything even further and what he was planning to do. She had so many chances to fucking shoot him, Didn't do it. When the moment where they're in bed, even Carol's like, give him the best night of your life and then stick it in him. Like, just, yeah, get him with the knife. And didn't do it. For whatever fucking reason. Like, literally, the only two original characters in that show now is literally Carol and Daryl. And Daryl is, I mean, Norman Reedus, he is going to play that character forever. He doesn't have to do anything else. That guy has made so much money, he doesn't even have to work anymore. Oh yeah, Boondock Saints. He was great in Blade 2 as well.
Yeah! Help me!
Nah.
Steve?
The question is, it's like, you know, first off, they should have showed us where he was. Second off, how the fuck did he get there when we just ran back this way? Steve is suffering. Good. There we go. That puzzle's always been easy to remember.
Close. But I found something, thanks to you. Looks cool, huh?
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
You gotta be kidding. I found it, and I'm keeping it. Fine. Let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic. See you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait! Steve!
I guess you could say that. Yeah.
dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base.
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me. I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower-level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you!
So good.
The Ashford family is among the world's first and finest. My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc. Now tell me, why have you attacked this installation?
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable! How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway. I'll be sure to keep you entertained before I dispose of you.
It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that character. If there is going to be a remake in the future. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with this game in general. All right, so we've done that. So, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with these characters and how they play out scenarios, what they're going to cut, what they're going to keep, what they're going to add. Fuck y'all. I mean, I talked about it in a video on the channel that I did, like, you know, what's gonna happen with the Resident Evil 3 remake, like what they should do. And so as you saw that, like, the main quest right now is to find those medallions. Steve needs a bigger part, and Steve's part is literally going to be him finding one of the medallions for them to escape. That can be one of his parts. Because in the S.D. Perry novels, they actually do a thing where, what do you call it there? Where Steve goes to, like, an airfield or a seaport of some kind, and it's all been completely destroyed from the attack. But he still goes through it anyway to see what he can find, and then eventually he has to solve puzzles, and he deals with, like, some special monsters that, like, let's say only he fights, right? Like some brand new ones. Or like a double Bander Snatcher. 2 arms, not 1. I think that would be great for Steve. I think that would be an awesome thing for him. Yes! Give me the side pack, bitch. Oh, the lever, Crunk! Wrong lever! All right, now I gotta figure out where to go. Oh, right. Fishy! I literally think they need to cut down the whole T-virus bats. I don't even know if they're T-virus bats. Actually, I think they're just regular bats. But yeah, the prison part needs to get cut down. It's a pace breaker. Because I don't think a lot of people understand that one of the reasons why the first 3 games are as loved as they are. Oh, fuck you. Why they're as loved as much as they are is because, what do you call it there? The pacing in them is just right. Code Veronica's, it drags on way too long. And the fact that you start the game as Claire, then you play as Chris mostly, then you play as Claire for a little bit, then you're playing back as Chris to finish off the game. I kind of felt it was more of a Claire game, to be honest. So Chris finishing it off is a little bit weird. But hey, what can you do, right? I do admit, though, it is interesting to see them do puzzles in this, because some things indoors you can't come back to until way later in the game, and I think that's pretty dope. Because in a lot of newer Resident Evil games, the minute you get an item, it's not too far from what do you call it there? The spot for the item is literally like right around the corner. Come on, you bastards. You're really coming around the corner, aren't you? Oh, my God. Yes! Ho-ho-ho. Wait till I turn you guys into fucking porcupines. God damn! Throw him off. Let's go. So there's something I wanted to check up from here. I don't know. I feel like the way Capcom goes, a remake is gonna happen very soon. It would have to. Look at the track. I mean, the only time we didn't get a break was when we got 2 remake and then 3 remake, right? We didn't get a break there. That's okay. But it's all about like a pattern and stuff, and that's what they've done essentially. New game, remake, remake, new game, remake, new game. So okay. Actually, that's another thing I gotta check on. Hold on. Okay. Just to play in the remakes, really think my only problem was the cut content and the lesser extent changes to Nemesis. I mean, 2 had a lot missing from it too. You know, I know a lot of people love Resident Evil 2 Remake, and believe me, I do as well. But they really cut a lot of stuff out of there. And, you know, they didn't really have Leon and Claire interact at all in that game. Plus, not having the B scenario of, you know, what it should have been. That was another big problem a lot of people had. Fucking dog! I am not a bone. Ugh. I panicked. You know, like 2 Remake didn't have the marshalling yard and the lab looking like it was so pure and like unruined and shit instead of run down. I was kind of like, eh. Like I said, yeah, Claire and Leon, they didn't really have any what's it called there? Ugh. You know, they didn't have a lot of time together. People are like, oh, well, they didn't have that a lot of time in the original Resident Evil 2 either. That is your best counter argument. A game from 1998, which honestly did way more than people realize for the acting and everything, you know? All right, where do I got to go? Okay, before... Okay. Hmm. Yeah, interaction just was not there with those games, in my opinion. Well, he died interesting. Oh, he's not even dead. You know, that's like one of the things that I give Resident Evil 3 Remake credit for. The characters feel like they have more connections. Ah, fuck you. You know? They all feel like they have more connections because it's one main campaign that you've got to focus on. That's it. I like when you check the body, all the bugs fly up from underneath them. But yeah, like, it's true. You only got one campaign to worry about, so you can do more cutscenes. Hmm. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I missed a spot. I still wish they'd rather remade 3, but with a separate full Carlos playthrough, and he meets Jill. Oh, that would have been great to have something like that. Damn, he's quick. Wait, so where the hell do I get the... So I gotta turn the valve or whatever it was? Oh, this part. This scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. This, in my opinion, was the scariest thing in the whole game.
I can't get the door open!
My question is, how did the fucking Bandersnatcher get out of there?
Biohazard contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters will close. All
Always loved this part.
evacuate
He would never have made that the way it was. Nuh-uh.
That was close.
I guess I gotta go back this way then. Dude, it would have been great having them, like, Carlos talk with Marvin and all that stuff after he gets bit and shit like that. That would have been so cool. Oh, it was over here. I thought I had to find the shut-off valve. million times! I love when you shoot them so much, they just look like porcupines at one point. Oh yeah, Jill not being able to go to the RPD in RE3 Remake was just fucking criminal. The kendo part, that was great. Love that. I love that. But it wasn't a good substitute for not going to the RPD. That's like Jill's home, or was. So it would mean more of her, like, you know, coming back with all that, right? You know, coming back to that and, like, seeing the place that she worked at for years. Ah, very nice. Ugh. All right, now where do we go is the question. We got to go down that long path, right? Yeah. Then this small part, which I always fucking hated. Playing GoldenEye, first person. Suck, Alfred. I don't think I've ever actually been hit by that before. Bowgun sucks in Code Veronica. It sure does. But, to be fair, you kind of just, what do you call it there? Ooh, perfect. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest, I feel, because... Oh, nice, nice. Bullet heaven, let's go. Because if you shoot the enemies from afar, that's fine. Those bolts can travel. Obviously, in 3, in the original, sorry, in 2, they were fucking godlike. 100%. Cannot definitely argue that. God, I love the fucking music for this, man. Yeah. Okay, hold on 1 second. Had to shut my AC off. Yeah, I should save. See, that's what I love about this, and you don't really get that in the newer games as much, where you explore things to the degree. Like, you never think about just coming over here and checking on these clothes, you know, or going here. This week's work schedule is written here. Things like that. Just nice little touch, you know, letting you know that this was a place before.
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy this.
Like, fuck this guy. I love how the camera angle changes here, too. All right, we got Mr. Bandy Snatchy. I hated the slow, you know, go for that. What happens if I go down here? Damn it. You know, I just wish we got more Resident Evil games like this on the Dreamcast. If the Dreamcast had lived a little bit longer, I think we would have gotten it. I really do think we would have been good to go. I think one more would have... Because I don't know if this game sold well. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Yeah, missed the door. I was gonna say, okay, another one. Gold Luger power! So, fun fact, Andy from Biohazard Classified, he actually got to fire off some Lugers in Vegas. Although his Luger sucked, it kept jamming. And that's a common thing with Lugers, unfortunately. They are known to jam.
Oh yeah, that felt good. Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
You wish. But thanks for the help.
See? This is why you need me. I got your back.
Whatever. Here, take these.
Machine guns? For me?
You know the deal, in exchange for your Lugers.
Okay, okay. This thing is too cool. Yes! Now this is my kind of weapon. All right! Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there, plenty of ammo, just for you.
Way up there?
Give me a boost and I'll get it for you.
All right, all right. Ow! My back! You're heavier than you look. Hurry up!
I would have kicked him in the shoulder for that.
Happy now?
What?
Now that your knight has made his appearance, he can join you in your descent into death.
Woo! Death! All right, what time we looking at right here? 5:30? Okay, cool. We got a couple more hours to play this.
Okay, let's do it! Wait here, Claire. Time to test out my new toy.
Drilling, bitches. There we go. But yeah, I gotta go take my car to my mechanic. Because my neighbor pointed out to me the other day. He goes, Tony, you know, your sticker expired in January 2025. And I'm like, what? I went and got a sticker for it. So I think my my mechanic, what do you call it there? I think my mechanic forgot to put it on there after he did the inspection. So I've been driving around without that. I just love how like he holds it. Like he's grabbing a really fast car. He's just like, oh. I don't know. I just felt like doing that. It's like you never get to play as him again anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It was dirty work, but this area is now clean. See? You can depend on me. You see?
But just before, he was like, you can't count on anybody.
Than people?
I love that, because they bring that back in Rev 2.
Steve, what were you doing here? Who brought you here, and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it.
Steve.
Never mind. Let's get going.
Wouldn't it have been funny if it's an alternate scene? Say, like, you emptied the entire gun, and, like, he just points it out and clicks, and then, like, he slams it to the thing for it being empty. How cool would that have been to get that? But, you know, like I said, like, these cutscenes might not be long cutscenes and such, but for what it accomplished back in the day, it worked out fine when you think about it. Yeah, what are we doing, huh? Yeah, well. And here comes the part. I kind of feel that this part came on a little too quick, though, even back in the day. It's like, you know, we're just finding out about Steve. I think we should have let that simmer a little bit. I think we should have found his dad later on.
Steve, behind you!
Which is, I hope, something that does happen.
no.
What's wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait! I can't! No!
Steve! No!
This part I also hope they fix in the remake too, if there is one. Like,
Father!
the way and angle he was firing at, Claire should have got clipped a couple times.
Steve.
Father. Father. Father.
He's fine.
Dad used to work for Umbrella. Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder. He was caught. Mom was killed. And we were sent here.
Oh, yeah. Pray and spray, baby. Spray and pray.
Oh, Steve.
He was a fool to do something so reckless.
Yo, 11 people watching right now. Greatly appreciate it, guys.
So stupid.
Love the music that plays here. Code Veronica soundtrack, I think, is heavily underrated. People talk about the save room theme, which I think is one of the
Just
best.
rest.
I should leave him alone for now. No. Steve's father. He is obviously dead. I would hope so, after getting fucking drilled by 2 submachine guns. Right now, I gotta head back, right? Oh, unlock the door. Okay. I should just heal now. That's the thing about this game, too, I remember. They don't give you a lot of fucking, a lot of healing items. They really want you to use first aid sprays, and first aid sprays lower your rank. So does saving. Ah! Shot an Uzi on full auto once. You can aim, sure, but it's more of a case of the bullets going in the same general direction. And they, oh yeah, dude. Well, like, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to fire machine guns when me and JJ and, you know, Andy and everybody else went to that place in Vegas, that gun range. Because, like, it was something that we just were, I was like, well, for me personally, I'm like, dude, bullets are fucking expensive here. Like, I don't want to, like, just fire off a machine gun and everything. You know, I shoot for precision. That's when I shoot, right? So, of course, I got the Barry Burton. I got that. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I don't need to go through here yet. But yeah, the Magnum that I shot, I don't know if I told you guys this story before, but when we were out there, I got Barry's gun, and I bought 9 rounds, which cost me was about, yeah, it was like 90, I think it was like $93 for 9 rounds, which is stupid in my opinion. But I get it. Ammo's more expensive these days. I get it. Doesn't mean I can't be mad about it. Oh, that's bullshit. So anyway, I fired off 5 rounds, and the guy at the range guy taps me on my shoulder, and he's like, "Good, good, good." And so, what I was taught was when my sister's godfather took me to the range before, if someone taps you on the shoulder, you put the gun down, you eject the mag or whatever. Wait, am I supposed to go this way? Right. Okay. What was I saying? So that's what I thought was happening. So I put my gun down, and the guy was like, "Oh no, you're fine. This is great," and everything. And he's like, "It's like this, guns are firing." And I'm like, "Wait, I got one more. I got one more." And he's like, I'm like, "No." And he like aims up the gun and everything like that, like this. He was looking at it, and he almost blew his hand off. He fired the gun without just like aiming forward, and he almost blew half his hand off. And he's like, "Oh, sometimes we load just 5 shots." And I'm like, "No, you don't for a 6-shooter. Like, this guy literally almost blew his goddamn hand off." Wait, I gotta make sure. Am I going the right way? Oh, no, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here at all! Yeah, I remember looking back at JJ and stuff. There's actually video of it, too. Like, no joke, there's video of that happening. I have it on my phone somewhere, but fucking Christ, man. Yeah, you're going the right way. Yeah. Wait a minute, save my progress. Hey, that's upstairs. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, video game. Yeah, I gotta save first before I die. Biohazard card. Let's go. I go shooting at least once or twice a month. Apart from my own firearms, I usually get 1 or 2 rentals. It's a point where the guys running it hand me my ammo. That's cool, though, that they know you there, that you go there that often, that they know you. What's my life at right now? Oh, I'm still at regular yellow caution. That's fine. Actually, hold on. I gotta check. The weather today. 85% chance of rain. God damn it. Oh, Friday's looking great. Friday and Saturday are looking great, though. Perfect. Because I was thinking of like what I had to do with Annie when she came here for the photos and stuff, and I'm like, damn. But I mean, like, we're doing all of our photos outside. Because we're also doing like some underworld stuff. She's gonna be Celine, and we're gonna go to the graveyard of my town. I'm super stoked for that. That's gonna be a blast. Yay. Okay, now I gotta go down here. Okay, so I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Did I have to go? I have to go back. But I think there's yes. Ugh. Let's go. Just like Raccoon City. Except unlike in RE2, you can load as many as you want. At least I'm pretty sure you can still load unlimited grenade rounds into this. I mean, I know 3 did. Because I remember years ago just making, freeze rounds and stuff like that. Oh, my God. 40-something plus of them. Like, Jesus. But yeah, Oh, leave everything for Chris. Right. Okay. I guess we will. Except for those things, I won't be able to get them, but whatever. So where do I go now? Second floor. Gotcha. Yo, 15 people watching right now. Greatly appreciate it. It's like I said, like this is like 4 to 5 a.m. is like that magic number that people start waking up in other parts of the country or in other countries in general and start popping by. I started this because, again, as I explained earlier, for those of you who have seen Resurrection, a Biohazard story that me and the rest of the road team had put out, the actress who played Jill is a good friend of mine, so she's going to be coming down. She's coming down today, and we're going to be hanging out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're going to be doing photo shoots for all those days and having a blast. So, I can only stream today. Yeah, okay. dun dun dun. So, like I said, I won't be able to stream until Sunday night, and even then, it might be hard to do that because I have to go to a concert. A friend of mine is her and her band are driving all the way from LA out here, which is nuts. So I told them I'd go to their concert. I was supposed to originally do the photography for their event, so I can't because they is there anything else up here that I actually needed? Because the venue wouldn't allow it because it was too last second when they asked me. And I'm like, okay. I don't really think that's a problem, you know? Like, the venues are weird. But they're coming back to the same place later on this year, so I'll just go back and hang out with them again. Oh, wait a minute. Well... There's a number. 1126. Convenient. Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta go out the courtyard. Right, right. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, down the stairs, they said. Fucking dogs. I think after this, I don't need the key card anymore that I still have on me. Yep. He's already dead. Oh yeah, we gotta get the painting itself.
Contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters will close. All personnel evacuate immediately.
I think it's just getting glass right up its belly. Oh yeah, I forgot we get. Oh my god! I like how it's completely optional to fight the boss too. When it becomes the adult size. There we go. Head around the fire through the door. The fuck you talking about? Right, the Jeep room. Damn worm. Damn dogs. It's kind of weird that, you know, Steve's... I mean, it's one thing for Steve to be gone, but the body to be gone too? It's just like, that seems a little sus. Damn it! Wait a minute, hold on. What the? My God. There we go. Found the fucking place. All right. All right, so we got that. Right. Ugh. But hope you guys are enjoying. Please give it a thumbs up if you are enjoying this, because thumbs upping these videos really help them get discovered during the stream, and especially after the stream as well. Yeah, because I gotta... Oh, shit. Do I have the medicine? I do not. Always easy to get by those guys. Fighting them as Wesker's pretty easily, too, because, again, the knife in this game is OP. I don't know if many of you guys know that, but this is, like, the most powerful the knife has ever been in a Resident Evil game. See, I hate that bullshit. They just wait for you. Shit. Oh, great. Oh, in the dick! It's like, go down, you asshole. Aha, missed me, bitch. Oh, right in the dick. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Oh, I do have a green herb. Okay. And then where? I got this. Got that. This right here for now. That right there. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go... Okay. Oh. Interesting. Ugh. Eh. Aha! Oh, fuck this. Fuck this! Oh, that's not good. That may have just screwed me over. Oh, you bitch! Aha! I'm only at yellow caution. Let's go. That's also not talked about, how you could just watch those guys just coming in from the shadows and shit. Like, I always thought that that was truly amazing. Just shows you how powerful this game really was for the Dreamcast. Again, I wish the Dreamcast got more of a chance. I really wish it did. That's something that always, like, really just made me sad, that it just never got the chance that it truly deserved. And that's kind of a bummer. What the? Yes! There we go. Ugh. Neck is killing me.
What are you doing here? Hemostatic medicine. How kind of you. Thanks.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself. Just go.
Keep it. It was a gift from my brother, but...
Thanks. Here, let me give you this in return. You might need it later on. Now go. Don't worry about me.
Hooray! Finally got this damn thing. Definitely gonna need those for later, that's for sure.
What are you still hanging around for? Get out of here.
Again, just I really wish the Dreamcast you know, had more of a chance. On this channel, when the Dreamcast is going to turn 30, I'm going to do a video about it, talking about like how great it was and showing off the games, the power for it. I think that it was just a system that was so ahead of its time. It really was. I honestly wish I had collected for it more too, because I thought like it was weird at the time. I thought I had all the games that I wanted for it, right? I had played a lot of games, and I own a lot of them. I have Power Stone 1 and 2. I got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, you know. I've got all these great games, but I got Street Fighter Third Strike, you know. I've got all these great games, but there was so many more that I wanted, and then the Dreamcast became very popular to collect for. I mean, honestly, collecting for Dreamcast and Saturn, that runs you triple digits on one game alone. What is... I think it's the Luger part, right? Oh, it's not, but that part is coming up. The Dreamcast could also run emulators for older consoles up to even PS1. Really? That I didn't know. That I did not know. Ah, fuck no. This is gonna suck. It's gonna suck balls. All right, let's see. I didn't want to have to use a first aid spray, but I guess here we are. Let's say if I get killed by the bats, that'd be a first thing in like Resident Evil history, I think. Man, but like I need to get my Dreamcast modded so it has all the games on it. Because again, collecting 4 those games is just so fucking expensive. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot of them. And I'm glad, I'm especially glad I have like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And games like Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well. And Third Strike, those are fucking expensive. Power Stone 2 is stupidly overpriced. Oh wait, yeah. So this is the vase part. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the last one I had to do. Okay. Nope, I need the one that has the... Oh, it's a plate. It's a plate. I don't even think I'm doing this right. Hold on. Unless I am doing it right. Interesting. Buying Saturn and Dreamcast makes my soul hurt. Paid 80, 150 for my Sega copies of RE. Yeah, no, those things are a lot more. I got mine thankfully off someone from a game store. Wait, no, that wasn't that one. No, Mega Man X4 for the Saturn was the game store one. Mine was from the flea market. That's what it was. I went to the flea market. I was with my buddy. The guy had this thing in his case, and he was asking like 100 for it. But I had bought some other games as well, and I was like, "Look, big time collector. Resident Evil's my thing." And I explained to him, I was like, I really want that." And he's like, "Well, you've kind of bought a lot already from me, and actually, your buddy's already got like a pile going right now." It's like, all right, you know what? I'll give you the game for $60, and that's what I got it for. It was great. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, okay? 1 second. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So my thing of it is, we gotta figure out how to do this damn puzzle. Because it's a strategy guide, and it doesn't fucking tell you how to do it. I don't get that shit. Let's see. Okay. It's weird, in this video, there's like thunder and lightning going off. But there's none in here. That must be something that they changed, because they must be playing like the PS2 HD version or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. I think that's the last one, right? What are they saying here? Yep, it is. Hmm. Hmm. I was saying, I thought like maybe these peanuts were scale. It's just the spice that they put on them. It'd be funny if you just like, oops, and drop the face like that. Okay, now it's the Gold Luger part. Yep. Man, just this soundtrack, dude. Like I said earlier, everybody loves the save room theme, but the soundtrack in this game, I think, stands almost on par with the originals in theirs. It's so good. Yeah, now you can hear the thunder and lightning and shit like that. Yeah, what is the password? $19. Damn it! I thought there was stuff in here. This part coming up here again. The lighting that we already have here with the lightning coming in and shit is just atmospheric as hell, man. This is some great stuff that we'd never seen in a Resident Evil game before. We wouldn't really see this again until a few years later with Resident Evil Remake. Which would have been in 2 years, actually, technically, from here. But yeah, this part coming up and what happens. Like, this is just crazy looking here. And then this part, too. Freaked me the hell out hearing that back in the day. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Pretty sure that's a... Ah! Freaking bats, man. Ugh, that doll, man. Again, they did a really good job with this game when it came time for the like legit horror aspects and atmosphere. I think Code Veronica in the early years, I think this has the best atmosphere before RE1 remake happens.
Our enemy is only a little girl. Oh, why is this taking so long?
My apologies, Alexia, but I have been doing my best.
The revival of the Ashford family depends on your success, brother.
I am aware of that, Alexia. I will revive the family name myself and make you the master of the glorious Ashford family.
Do not worry, brother. I will handle them both myself. Who is there? Is someone at the corridor?
What is it, Alexia?
Nothing. I believe I must have been imagining things. Let us go, brother.
Oh yeah, I don't have the lighter anymore, unfortunately. Because I decided to go and get the lockpick. Like, how would you know to take that? But I like that they do that, though. By giving up the lighter, you're getting a lockpick, which is a super handy tool and gets you more items later on. But you also lose getting items as well, it seems, by not having the lighter. And obviously it puts you at a disadvantage to the bats. So again, I appreciate them, you know, really doing shit like that. Anything else out here? Okay. All right, now I gotta run! bitch! Eat a dick. And what the fuck was I supposed to do? Like, when was the last time I saved? Oh, damn, right before those stupid doors. Oh, I had a herb the whole time. And this. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Ooh, even better. Down to the lobby. I want you to move over there. Okay. Perfect. Damn it! Oop. Come on now. Nope. No, that bullshit. There we go. Come on. Get the thing. But yeah, it does feel like they don't have as many herbs in this game as past games have had before. Yo, Raider, what's going on? Thank you. Name's Tony, dude. You don't have to call me Mr. Reviews. And yeah, thank you. I'm glad. I've always worn sunglasses on the channel. It's been kind of like a shtick. Oh yeah, Hunks report. Yeah, Mr. Alfred Ashford, head of the facility. Today at 16:32, I arrived successfully from the Umbrella transport base with the large-scale BOW capsule. Extreme care was taken during transport, and all 108 checkpoints were confirmed condition green in accordance with standard procedures. It is currently being stored in a freezer. There's one thing I don't understand. We are normally assigned to special missions. Why are we ordered to transport a frozen capsule this time? I understand that this may be classified as top secret, but without knowledge of the contents, our safety could be at risk during the transport. This is especially important if the contents are potentially harmful. We would like to ask you to provide us with more information should we be assigned similar missions in the future. I still remember the good old days that I spent here in the military training center. Nothing has changed since then. We will gear up for the next mission at 2300 hours. Umbrella Special Forces Hunk. Now, if I remember correctly, I think Hunk actually also ends up like really disliking Alfred at some point in his career. So, I think that is like a big problem for him right there. That in the future, and I've talked about this before. I really want to do a what do you call it there? A Hunk film where that ends up going like screwed up. Get a Alfred cosplayer and have Hunk and his team transporting a capsule, and it breaks open or for whatever reason, and they end up having to fight a tyrant, and of course Hunk is the only one left alive. I think something like that would be really dope if they did that. Okay. Yep, we don't have to do that though. So okay. Oh, right. We're getting to that part of the game now. Gotcha. Yo, kitten. Yeah, we got past that part earlier. We were talking about it. Like, we were saying, like, we hope that in the remake that they fix a lot of that. Because when Steve starts screaming father and firing the gun, Claire should have been hit like a few times. If you really look at the trajectory of all that, she should have got like turned into Swiss cheese. Okay. That works. All right. Oh, that's something we also talked about too, Kitten. Yep, we talked about that, how this soundtrack is great. Now, I think, I've said this before. I say that the soundtrack is underappreciated, and a lot of people are like, no, it's amazing, and the first thing they will always say is the save room theme, which I'll admit, it's pretty godlike. But they don't talk about any of the other songs that are in this. This game's soundtrack really helps Submit the Fear a lot, just like the games that came before it. What's this? You have to hoard supplies in this game. I use the knife for the majority of the game until the bosses. Damn, you're... Oh, shit. I never really got good with the knife in this game. Because, I mean, you're right. You do kind of got to hoard, because I don't feel that they... what do you call it there? I don't feel that they give us good, what do you call it there? Like that, oh shit. You know, they don't give us good, enough healing items, I should say. Not good, but like enough of them. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I am going the wrong way. Oops. I played Survivor yesterday. It sucks, but the soundtrack is amazing. I actually like Survivor a lot for what it is, right? I was never really outright hateful towards that game back in the day. Oh, fucking asshole. All right. Oh, shit, I forgot about this. Okay. Fuck that guy. I mean, like I said, because I knew it was a spinoff, so I wasn't really as harsh on it. But yeah, it's not as great as it could be. Nothing useful. There's a herb right there. That guy survived getting blown up. What the fuck? It does have a good soundtrack. And the other thing about Survivor that I don't feel a lot of people talk about is its story. That has one of the most fucked up stories in all of Resident Evil history. More than like the Keeper's Diary entry. It's right up there even with with what happened with Lisa Trevor and her mom. Like, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Wait, they don't want me going in here just yet, right? Don't hit the second tank. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, like the knife, literally, it's a multi-hit move and shit like that. It's that good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I actually liked, what do you call it there? What Aiden Watkins was doing with Survivor. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was making that game in the classic RE tank control style. I was like, what the fuck? Really? Like, this is so dope. Oh, boy. Yeah. I was like, wow, you can play like Ark Thompson just like you did with the OG characters and stuff. That's fucking awesome. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if he ever finished it or not, but that mod was looking really dope. And the thing with this, Survivor's actually canon. You know, a lot of people forget it, but that game is considered canon. Survivor 2, not canon. I played Survivor for the first time some time ago, actually, yeah, and the first time, Survivor 2, and man, oh man, was that kind of a hard game to play, man, and beat. All right. You know what? No, I'm gonna get the grenade launcher. I should start carrying that because some of these enemies are getting tough and they're screwing with me. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Drew Miller. Yeah, never forgot about that. But I remember renting it from Blockbuster years ago. And I was enjoying it. You know, little short, but funny enough, I actually have that game from Blockbuster. See, when my Blockbuster was closing down, and everything, they had sales, so I went in there and I bought what games I could. My buddies bought a lot of games, but they more bought movies. I bought more games, so. Fucking hate that shit, man. Damn. I forgot, like, when you hit these guys with that thing, like, it creates chunks. What the? What do we got here? Oh, shit! Gun parts. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The ammo waster, as I call it. Your devices are all lined up here. Because it's true. There's a... It's, this thing's a 3-round burst, and, man, it just fucking rips through enemies, but it also depletes your fucking ammo like no tomorrow. That's just creepy. This is creepy too. Again with the music. I forgot, like, that zombie's considered probably the toughest zombie in the game. Yo, Kevstar, what's going on, dude? Good morning, man. What time we at? Almost 7 o'clock. Okay, cool. All right, we got a little bit more. All right. Oh yeah, it's like the weird sex room they got here. I should probably save. It's been a bit. Oh yeah, what was the tip for this? Right. Fucking Umbrella and their traps, man. Like, whoever they like paid to do all this, it's like, all right, yeah, you're gonna have to keep all of our secrets, no problem. And at the end, whack them, just like they did to George Trevor. This is just so weird that it just feels so random to have the piano roll right there. You know, it really does. Okay. All right, so I think there was supposed to be the part where you... The fuck? Oh, shit! Wow, he actually came through the door. I thought you could go back here, right? Wait. I thought... Yeah. Huh. Video game logic, right? Oh god! Oh god, why are they attacking me? I didn't do nothing wrong. Except, you know, shoot one of their friends, but, you know, that happens. So the guide's now telling me that I have 3 places I can take the lockpick, and to be honest, I don't really even feel like doing that. Because one room is just one with handgun bullets, the other one is a first aid spray, and the other is just acid rounds. Ugh. Oh! Missed it. All right, now I gotta go get the fire extinguisher. Well, we got one of them. Yeah, 25 likes right now, guys. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. All right, empty fire extinguisher. Where are you? Uh-oh.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box. Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
There we go. Okay. I was like, I know I have that. It's like, did the game glitch itself? All right, now we gotta bring the piano thing all the way back to the residence, so... Ugh. At least I'm pretty sure, yeah, we go straight. Ow. That'd be funny if that was like real life. If you got hit by fire, that's what would happen to you. You just bounce back like you hit an invisible wall. So technically, when it comes to saving in this game, you're allowed to save, right? Like, you can save one time, and it will not affect your rank. And you know what that time is? When you land in the Antarctic, and they're like, hey, do you want to save? That's literally what it is. That's the only... I realized that years ago. That is when you're not affected by the saves. It's crazy, right? I always love that view. It just doesn't serve a purpose. You don't need to do it. And the music still playing is kind of goated too. Like the further you get away though, you don't hear it as much. Gotcha. Yeah, we gotta go that way, so. Well, we're gonna have to end this soon. I was kind of hoping we would be able to is there anything I need to put away? Oh, yeah, this. I was hoping we were going to be able to make it to the Antarctic at first. Because generally I can get there pretty easily. But yeah. That works right there. Let's save states. Yep. All right, we got that going. Where is the... There we go. All right. Some good tunes. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Had a wonderful time streaming and hanging out with everybody. I know it was a little bit earlier, but like I said, I've got friends coming from out of state to shoot for the next couple of days. We're doing, like, all kinds of great photo shoots. Like I said, if you guys have seen Resurrection, a Biohazard story that me and my friends did over at the Residence of Evil with the OG Resident Evil cast, the actress who played Jill Valentine is a good friend of mine, and she's the one that's coming to visit. So we're going to be doing some Jill Valentine shoots. We're going to be doing Celine from Underworld, and we're also going to be doing a Laura Croft shoot in the woods behind my house, because we're going to be lighting up torches, doing some really cool stuff, and, well, just having that be the light. Not like, we're not going to try to use like any other light or anything like that, so... oh, that got loud. But yeah, no, it should be fun. So again, I won't be streaming for, what do you call it there? I won't be streaming for, a few days, unfortunately, because of them being here. So that's why I did the stream today. But depending if they, when they leave on Sunday and how things go, I have a concert I got to go to in the city of Boston. But if that ends up early or something like that, then I'll come home and I'll stream. But either way, life will be back to normal on Monday. We'll be back to regular streaming. So again, guys, thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a great Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Gotta be Thursday. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because my friends are coming here later tonight. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Take care. Have a good one.